the challenge is having good estimated times. And really, the ACE-Team benchmarking process is a benchmarking tool that's down at the job level. It's a benchmark, a reasonable expectation for a planned job. And when we have planning and scheduling of human capital, we've got a lot of rights to get right. The right people, the right skills, the right place, timing, the right time as well, to build the right time into the schedule, of course, right parts, repair method, tools, and hopefully working on the right job. But there are a lot of rights to get right, and the ACE-Team process is one way that we feel that you can get a good, reliable planning time for maintenance type work. The ACE-Team process allows for independent estimates by a member of the ACE team. And what the ACE team is about is it's a consensus of experts. And these experts use their expert craft knowledge and experience to do estimates of benchmarking jobs. And therefore, when we've got a group of experienced people doing it, these types of estimates and the process, we feel, makes the results more readily acceptable. The ACE-Team process is based on two key principles, and these come from Universal Maintenance Standards, or UMS. Many years ago, I had the opportunity to use Universal Maintenance Standards for fleet maintenance operation, and it's based on the range of time concept and also work content comparison. So the ACE-Team process is an adaptation, so to speak, of Universal Maintenance Standards, and again, it applies good accuracy for doing work. The range of time concept recognizes the variable nature of maintenance work. In other words, a task can vary from one time to another, and the range of time concept looks at standard work groups. For example, the work group, we'll see that on the next slide, is the work groups range in this manner, and what we're trying to do is develop representative jobs that fall in these various time ranges. As most of you know, there's not an exact time for maintenance type work. We're trying to define the benchmark time, which is really the wrench time, Then later on, we'll look to add allowances to it, travel time for the planning position. But the ACE-Team combines some elements of the Delphi technique for estimating, along with a good proven team process. The objective, reasonable, reliable estimates of work content for these benchmark jobs. And the benchmark jobs are looked at by experienced craftspeople, supervisors, planners who develop these jobs from scratch and make up the ACE team. So these people are the ACE team, and it's not outside folks doing it. But as these individuals look at jobs, it's an excellent time to define repair methods, trying to find the best method, the right tools, the safety issues that should be considered, and also at times looking at root cause analysis and looking at failure modes and the effect analysis. So it's more than just a review of jobs. It's a process where experienced people will look at jobs and try to improve methods, try to improve reliability of these benchmark jobs, as we call them. The ACE-Team process is where the team brainstorms selected jobs, basically doing a listing of job tasks, looking at the repair method, how do we improve those methods, how can we really work smarter, not harder. Then it goes down and looks at how much time should each step of this job take. pure wrench time. And that's what the benchmark jobs represent, is pure work content and wrench time. Again, I mentioned the failure analysis goes into reviewing benchmark jobs, safety issues, permitting, and things like that. But in terms of the benchmark jobs, we're just analyzing them in terms of the work content. Here's an example of a benchmark job. Okay, you can see 7 items, and each of the elements is given an estimate, and typically it's in hours, decimal hours, and in this case the total is 1.25. We've got one item that's showing a code, a reference code, where we're allowing about 15 minutes for cleaning the parts and oiling them, and for a lube specification. But anyway, the work content bench time comes up to be 1.25. Then we slot it. We slot it in the category, in this case, Group E. We slot it in that, and from that point on, the benchmark time becomes 1.2. So that job ranges from 0.9 hours up to 1.5 hours. And you can see the other slots, so to speak, on the spreadsheets that range from, in Group F, 1.5 hours up to 2.5. So you can see that this is not an exact science, but it is one that typically will give you 95% confidence that a job is going to be in a range. Here's another look at the slotting concept. It's like a cabinet with various shelves, and you see as the jobs get longer, the range of time is broader. So this is an example of what the planner would do, and this is a very simple concept, really, but it's based on the fact that the planner has had a hand in developing these jobs to start with. So the planner has jobs that come in and that may not be in any of these categories, okay? But the planner knows for sure, based on experience, that it's greater than those in Work Group E. He knows also that it's less than those jobs in Work Group G. So if it's less than 3 hours, he knows it's greater than 1.2 hours. The planner then slots the job into Work Group F. So this is where we get the term slotting, the slotting concept, or work content comparison. Again, it's developed by skilled and well-respected craft people from within the unit. It also promotes a commitment to quality repair procedures. It supports a commitment to all the health, safety, security, and environmental requirements, and is a foundation for reliable planning times for a large range of maintenance activities. One of the secrets is from a relatively small sample of benchmark jobs, spreadsheets for the various trade areas, mechanical, electrical, etc. We can establish a wide range of estimated time, benchmark time. So in other words, once the benchmark catalogs, the benchmark spreadsheets are developed, that represents a relatively small sample. Another advantage of the ACE process is that work by its own nature is very, very seldom does it follow an exact pattern for each occurrence of the job. So again, exact methods and exact times for doing most of the maintenance jobs is not possible as it might be for production jobs. So the need for having reliable standards is still there, and it's very important to have planning times, not necessarily for measuring the craftspeople, but having an understanding of what is the total backlog, what is the total maintenance requirements that you have. The ACE team process is continuous improvement, and as the team is selecting benchmark jobs and analyzing benchmark jobs, they're looking at ways to work smarter, not harder. It is a team-based approach. It's not working against management program. It's involving a team, and it's a team of experienced people who are looking at trying to improve repair methods and basically the reliability of those repairs to continually improve uptime and provide a good benchmark time for that job. There's an old saying, what gets measured gets done. And that's why measurement is important within maintenance work.